The works were indeed planned, and the workers were contracted by the Department of the Environment. We had our macaque management team there, and also experts from the Botanic Gardens who have a lot of experience working with ponds.
So then can you confirm that these works were already planned and they're not as a direct result to the criticism that we've seen of late on social media?
Well, it was a combination of issues. As you've probably seen on social media, there was a lot of comments being circulated. The issue with the pond was fundamentally a failure with a pumping system. So we had to inspect it, we had to determine what exactly was needed, and new equipment ordered. As soon as the equipment arrived in Gibraltar, as was evident, it was installed. We didn't want to clean the pond beforehand because we wanted to have the pump in place and make sure that any new water pumped in was going to be aerated and the pond was going to be functioning effectively. Having said that, the macaque management team was emptying and refilling the pond practically every other day to ensure that fresh water was provided for the macaques, not only there but also in the periphery of Prince Philip's Arch, to ensure that the macaques have water.
So was the quality of the pond somewhat lacking then because the new system needed to be installed?
Well, the pond wasn't working as effectively as it should. That was evident. But having said that, we made every effort to ensure that there was a constant source of water being provided for that particular pond. All the other ponds have been working perfectly, so the macaques have had sources of water in the reserve. Clearly, the quality of water suitable for a human and for a macaque are very different. You'll naturally find these animals foraging in their home territories in North Africa, drinking from rivers, ponds, and similar water sources. So it was perfectly all right for the macaques, but obviously public perception is really important and something which the department takes on board. Hence the reason why the decision was taken to carry out both works simultaneously. In other words, clean the pond and install a new pump.
And what type of regular maintenance is carried out in these ponds?
Ponds are checked practically every day. There's a combination of issues that are looked at. Fish, for example, are really important. The amount of natural plants that the ponds have, those are checked by the macaque management team. And obviously we also check the water pressure in different parts of the upper rock to ensure that there's a constant flow in the different ponds.
So this is one of numerous ponds in the upper rock, but as I understand it, the macaque also have access to other watering areas?
Indeed, there's a whole network of ponds in the Gibraltar Nature Reserve. We have one pond in Prince Philip's Arch, we have two ponds in Apes Den, we have another pond up at Middle Hill and another pond at Farringdons. In addition to that, there are other water sources in the upper rock which the macaques know perfectly well, in addition to other sources of water which the macaque management team put out for our macaques.